Thinking about it. Hello, 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 and welcome to. Cool. Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Min's Minute Modcast. Today, my special guest is Megan. Hey, Megan.
Hello.
Now we've only got a minute, so let's crack on. So, can you tell me about a time when introducing a new perspective to the boardroom completely changed the direction of a project?
Yeah, well, I've got lots of stories I could tell you about this one, but I'm going to try and cut it down to one or two, given the time. So one of them was working with a gaming company, and that's obviously my background, so close to my heart. And what was interesting is they had set up this this new game, and they had very much got lost in the design of it, and they knew they needed some help. So we put a board together, and what we realized quite quickly was that they'd got so sort of in love with the idea of doing something new and innovative. They'd actually alienated their target market by removing everything that the target market loved about playing that game. And they kind of lost their purpose along the way, which was they were super passionate about playing that game and they wanted to sort of reinvent it. But being so kind of close to it in the weeds, they'd lost the value of what that environment that the target market loved, and they weren't their target market. That's what we often find about putting our boards together, is the people we deal with always build for themselves. So that's an issue.
Perfect. What's a story from your work with emerging technologies that highlights how innovation transformed a business or community?
So we worked with this incredible company that used to create experiential theatre for young people. And they pivoted and they realized that young people were less involved with their theatre experiences than they used to be. So they created an immersive experience with a headset and developed games that were around so they could play out the consequences of decision making. So they very much led campaigns around gangs, knives, drugs, and the results have been incredible. Like way better in terms of sort of. Actually, can we do that again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I got a bit lost in my own words.
Yeah. No, keep going. Or do you want me to ask you the question again, or do you want to just add to it?
Do you want to ask me the question again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What's a story from your work with emerging technologies that highlights how innovation transformed a business or community?
So yeah, we worked with this company that was an experiential theatre company who designed theatre for young children and young people to experience issues to do with gangs or knives or drugs. And they realised over the last sort of 10 years that young people had been less interested and engaged with their experiences. So they built themselves a virtual reality game that played out those same sort of theatrical experiences, but using a game format. And it was very much based on kind of consequence-based gaming. Mm-hmm. And the impact has been huge. And now they work with local authorities across the country. And also they're looking at expanding internationally. So I see that as a brilliant use case for virtual reality.
Perfect. Now, can you share a memorable experience from your time as a Lego serious play? I love Lego, so very excited about this question. So yeah, how you've used Lego as a facilitator, where the approach unlocked unexpected creativity.
Yeah, so Lego Serious Play, absolutely fascinating. It uses something called embodied cognition, or basically thinking with your hands. Mm-hmm. And only by doing it do you actually realize it is quite a game changer. Mm-hmm. So we worked with a company that had a structural issue at an organizational level that was really becoming a challenge and a blocker for them. And by putting together a Lego Serious Play workshop, we managed to get them to collaborate on a level that they had not been able to do before. It's simple things like it seems to remove hierarchy straight away because everybody's got their hands on bricks, so they're a little bit diverted. Apparently, there is even something in the tactile way that you manipulate and you build. That means that you access different cognition pathways, right? So there was better collaboration and better communication. But actually what they found is that every idea that it created, which was new, they also worked through it in a much more kind of rigorous way because you literally have to build the next aspect of the model. The other thing that's truly enlightening about Lego is I realized that I am not an amazing builder. I am more symbolic in my use of brick, whereas you get people who are just phenomenal at putting things together and assembling things in a totally different way. But actually it doesn't matter. Actually, your ability to build isn't what it's about. It's about the brain and the hand connection. So yeah, true. Oh yeah, the client was delighted.
Perfect.